So the last team on our schedule, we had Wisconsin 6-6, 4-5 in conference play. Won the Guaranteed Bowl versus Oklahoma State. New head coach Luke Fickell that comes from Cincinnati. Tanner Mordecai, one of my favorite quarterbacks in the draft, in the transfer portal from SMU. I love watching him at SMU. Shout out Rasheed Rice. Rasheed Rice now with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Braylon Allen returns for his junior year. They lost the center Joe Tipman to the NFL. Returned 17 starters, 9 on offense, 8 on defense. Trent, I'm gonna have you go ahead and tell me something about Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Wisconsin. You mentioned the hiring of Fickell. They also bring in offensive coordinator Phil Longo from North Carolina, and Fickell and him went to work right away. They have a ton of transfers coming in the starting offense, and they're going to be a powerhouse on a west side that's pretty weak with a favorable schedule.
All right, go ahead, Coach.
Trent, that's a very favorable schedule. Not easy, but it's very favorable. If with everything Trent also said, new offensive coordinator, new head coach, with all of these new things coming in, giving this team a new identity, with this type of schedule, you're hoping for a bowl invite. I think based off the schedule, they're going to be a tough team to deal with. My only issue is their lack of points. Like on the back hand of the season.
It was bad.
It was a lot of, they couldn't get out of the 20s. So, if they can work on that with everything new coming in this year, they should be a pretty decent team.
Trust me when I tell you Tanner Mordecai is the answer they have been looking for. Go ahead, Ty.
Like you said, they got Tanner Mordecai. That's one of my notes. They had a great recruit, great transferring class. They're third in all the Big Ten. New head coach, new offensive coordinator. So I see them changing a lot of things this year.
All right, so Wisconsin had the 40th overall recruiting class. We're going to hop into the schedule. They start off versus Buffalo. Give me Wisconsin. Go ahead, Trent.
Give me Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
All right, then they start with the rematch versus Washington State. I believe they lost that game last year to Washington State. And I believe Cameron Ward is also back for Washington State. So with that being said, give me Washington State at Wazoo. Go ahead, Ty. Trent, my bad.
Cam Ward is not to be trusted. Give me Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Coach.
Wisconsin. And
Ty.
I agree with Trent, Wisconsin.
All right, I'm the lone wolf. All right. And Washington State, man, if that defense can return, I'm going to dig some more in that Washington State team. If a lot of that defense returned, they had a pretty decent defense. Broke down a little bit because Pac-12 has explosive offenses, but they held their own. Then we go from Washington State to Georgia Southern, where I believe Wisconsin gets the W. Go ahead, Trent.
Wisconsin gets the W.
Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
From Georgia Southern, we go at Purdue, as previously stated. I think Wisconsin gets the W. Trent.
Also Wisconsin.
Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
From Purdue, we go at home versus Rutgers, where I think Wisconsin gets the W. Go ahead, Trent.
Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
What team was this again?
This is Rutgers.
Wisconsin.
From Rutgers, we stay home versus Iowa, where I have Wisconsin getting the W as well. Go ahead, Trent.
Wisconsin.
Coach.
Iowa.
Ty.
Iowa.
From Iowa, we go on the road to Illinois, as previously stated. Give me Wisconsin. Go ahead, Trent.
Give me Wisco.
Go ahead, Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Give me Illinois.
All right, from Illinois, we go home versus Ohio State. Give me Ohio State. Go ahead, Trent.
I'll take Ohio State.
Coach.
Ohio State.
And Ty.
Ohio State.
From Ohio State, we go on the road to Indiana. As previously stated, give me Wisconsin. Go ahead, Trent.
Wisconsin.
Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
From Indiana, we go back home versus Northwestern. Give me Wisconsin. Go ahead, Trent.
Like T-Pain said, Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
From Northwestern, we go Senior Day versus Nebraska. Give me Wisconsin. Ty. Trent.
I'll take Wisconsin.
Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
from Nebraska, we have at Minnesota for their senior day. And as previously stated, I have Minnesota taking the W. Go ahead, Trent.
I have Wisconsin.
Go ahead, Coach.
Wisconsin.
And Ty.
Wisconsin.
I am the lone wolf there. So I had Wisconsin finishing at 9-3, 7-2 in conference play, making them the Big Ten West winner on my end. Go ahead, Trent.
I also have Wisconsin winning the Big Ten West at 11-1, 8-1 in the conference. Like we talked about, coordinator changes. The defensive coordinator is coming from Cincy, so they just got a little bit to iron out on one side of the ball.
Go ahead, Coach.
I believe I have Iowa at 10-2. I mean, Wisconsin at 10-2.
And Ty.
I messed up one of my other things. I had Purdue beating Wisconsin, so I got Wisconsin at 8-4, 5-4 in the conference.
All right, so
thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.